Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Prapti Saidi. Today we will learn about English, and for my YouTube channel, there are tips and tricks and many more. So everybody, prepare yourself with book and pen, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for my YouTube channel. Well, enjoy listening, enjoy watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, you meet me today with Miss Prapti in Prapti Saidi channel. Okay, today I will give you a lesson about personal letter. The personal letter state at senior high school and also can mean to any grade or for vocational, academic, or maybe for free academic. Well, now the time all of you to listen carefully. The chapter is about Dear My Beloved Mother. Okay, what's on this chapter? Apa saja yang akan kita pelajari hari ini? Structure of personal letters, grammar focus, words, simple present versus simple past tense, compound sentence and complex sentences, and culture awareness. Apa saja yang akan kita pelajari? Yang akan kita pelajari adalah structure of personal letter, struktur-struktur surat pribadi, grammar focus, diantaranya kata kerja, simple present dan juga perbedaan simple past tense, kemudian compound sentence dan juga complex sentence, dan culture awareness atau berbudaya, kesadaran berbudaya. Well, next slide, structures of personal letters. What are structure of personal letter? They are heading, the address, the date, so salutation or greeting, state by dear, the name of the receiver, a comma, the body of the letter, the reason of writing the letter, closing or subscription, signature, or the name of the sender. Well, apa saja sebetulnya unsur-unsur atau struktur personal letter, surat pribadi? Heading. Heading adalah kepala surat, yaitu terdiri atas alamat dan juga tanggal. Lalu salutation or greeting itu adalah salam, diawali dengan dear. Dear di sini maknanya adalah yang terhormat, lalu diikuti dengan nama penerima atau koma. Kemudian the body of the letter adalah content of the letter atau inti utama info yang disampaikan kepada penerima atau isi surat. Biasanya konten ini atau body of letter disampaikan apa alasan menulis surat tersebut kepada si penerima. Lalu dilanjutkan dengan closing atau subscription adalah penutup dan diikuti dengan signature dan name of the sender, tanda tangan dan juga nama pengirimnya. Well, remember, the date can be written in full using number and words. Penulisan tanggal bisa ditulis dengan menggunakan nomor angka saja, atau diantaranya adalah bisa dengan two-way below, October 14, 2013 or 14/10/2013. Kalian bisa menggunakan way of writing the date by the first way or the second way. The first way by telling the month, so date and year. For the second way, you telling by date followed by name of the month, so year. Well, there are various example of salutation. So salutation is by hi. You say hi when you write the letter for your friend. But when you write the letter for your parents or your seniors, you may say by dear. Jadi ketika kita menulis surat untuk kepada orang yang lebih tua atau kepada senior kita harus menyampaikannya dengan dear atau artinya adalah yang terhormat. Well, next slide is grammar focus. In this grammar focus, in the personal letter will there part of speech, but the part of speech only one will be explained in this slide is about verbs. Verbs are doing words. A verb can express a physical action, a mental action, or a state of being are doing words. Kata kerja itu adalah sebuah kata yang menunjukkan sebuah pekerjaan atau aktivitas, dan juga kata itu bisa mengekspresikan sebuah aksi fisik atau mental aksi, atau bisa juga sebagai kata being atau sesuatu yang dilakukan. Well, jadi kita akan menjelaskan tentang action verbs, mental verbs, and being verbs. Well, action verbs. Lot of verbs express physical action. Here are some sentences with the verbs written in the bold. These verbs expresses physical action. Well, beberapa kata menunjukkan sebuah aksi fisik. Berikut ini adalah kalimat-kalimat yang menunjukkan kata yang dicetak tebal itu merupakan action verb atau physical action. Example, she sells bags and lucky leader. Sells, it is a verb. In this example, the word sells is a verb. It expresses the physical action or activity to sell. The doctor wrote the prescription. In this example, the word wrote is a verb. It expresses the physical activity to write. Di contoh ini, kata wrote ini adalah action verb. Dan juga contoh yang terakhir adalah Alison bought a ticket. The word bought is a verb. It expresses the physical activity to buy. Bought verb to or past participle. So wrote verb to past participle, and sells is verb 1. It can say by present participle. Well, next is thinking verbs. What do you know about thinking verbs? Verbs express mental action too. As we covered, the start verbs do not necessarily express physical actions like the previous example. They can express mental action too. Maksudnya, jadi verbs itu tidak hanya menunjukkan sebuah aksi fisik aja. Yang kedua ini adalah verb menunjukkan sebuah mental action. Contohnya, as we covered the start, sebagaimana di contoh sebelumnya, verb do not necessarily express physical action. Jadi verb itu tidak hanya dari aksi fisik aja, tetapi mereka bisa berasal dari sebuah mental. Aksi mental itu adalah sebuah batin atau pikiran mantap. Nah, that is mental action. What are the example? She considers the job done. The word consider is a verb. It expresses the mental activity to consider. Dia menyadari supaya pekerjaannya diselesaikan. Jadi dari mental itu dia memiliki kekuatan dan juga mental gimana caranya untuk menyelesaikan pekerjaan-pekerjaannya. Peter guessed the right number. Peter mengupayakan nomor yang terbaik, yaitu misalnya untuk mendapatkan winner, untuk mendapatkan hasil yang terbaik dan lain sebagainya. Okay, next slide. Verbs express a state of being. A small but extremely important group of verbs do not express any activity at all. The most important verbs in this group, arguably of all, is the verb to be. Jadi, satu unit yang terkecil dan paling penting di hal to be, di hal kata kerja tidak hanya menunjukkan sebuah aktivitas fisik ataupun mental aja, tetapi yang sangat penting adalah sebuah grup yang menunjukkan suatu kompleks, suatu kelengkapan, yaitu menggunakan to be, artinya being atau being verb. Well, some of real example, Edwina is largest elephant in this area. Edwina is it is verb, but it is from nominal sentence, not verbal sentence. But in nominal sentence, is become to be. Is become verb. Okay, maybe you don't really understand, but for the next video I will give you understanding about the difference between nominal sentence and verbal sentence. So I say once more, Edwina is the largest elephant in this area. It is nominal sentence. Why? Because the verb is from noun, not from person. So the verb or predicate is to be, is. It was a joke. Ini hanya sebuah candaan. Was, so it is a verb from being verb, or a verb that express a state of being. Well, all of three kind of verbs I have delivered and I have explained to you. Then now the time I would like to explain about the difference between simple present and simple past tense. Well, viewers, listen carefully. No simple present. Do you know what simple present is? Simple present is to present ideas or information in the present time, untuk menunjukkan sebuah aksi bahwa suatu kegiatan itu atau informasi dilakukan pada waktu sekarang. Lalu simple past tense-nya adalah to tell about past experience, untuk menunjukkan kegiatan yang sudah dilalui, atau past tense atau the previous time. Well, so the difference of adverbs of time between simple present and simple past tense. Well, simple present using adverb of time usually, commonly, always, generally, every week, every day, once a week, etc. Jadi, kata keterangan waktu yang digunakan di simple present tense ini adalah yang kata-kata menunjukkan selalu dilaksanakan secara rutinitas, kebiasaan yang baik, misalnya selalu membaca, selalu belajar, selalu tepat waktu, dan lain sebagainya. Every day, once a week, dan lain sebagainya. So, while for simple past tense, it use adverb of time by yesterday, long time ago, last week, in 1916, last year, just now, and etc. Jadi, di simple past tense itu sangat berbeda sekali dengan simple present tense. Simple past tense itu adalah menunjukkan aktivitas yang sudah dilalui seminggu yang lalu, 2 minggu yang lalu, kemarin, atau sebulan yang lalu, ataupun 1 tahun yang lalu. Well, cukup jelas ya perbedaan antara simple present tense dan simple past tense dari kata keterangan waktunya. So, I will give explanation with example the patterns between simple present and simple past tense. Listen carefully. For statement, it is positive sentence, subject plus verb 1 or verb 1 added by s or es. So that the example is Nina studies English every Tuesday and Wednesday. For negative statement, the form subject plus don't or doesn't plus verb 1. So the example is Nina doesn't study English every Tuesday and Wednesday. So for affirmative statement or interrogative statement is the pattern do or does, subject, verb 1. The example of this sentence: Does Nina study English every Tuesday and Wednesday? So, when you use WH question, the pattern is W question plus do or does, subject plus verb 1. The example: When does Nina study English? Well, I think clearly my explanations or example from the positive sentence, negative statement, or affirmative or interrogative sentence, or a WH question. Now the time for the example from simple past tense followed by its patterns. For statements or positive sentence with pattern subject plus verb 2 and plus object and plus of time exactly. For example, Dian studied English yesterday. It is for positive sentence. Dian studied using verb 2. Well, for negative statement, subject plus did not plus verb 1 plus object and plus verb of time. The example: Dian didn't study English last night, or Dian didn't study English yesterday. In for affirmative statement or interrogative statement is by pattern did, subject, verb 1, object, and adverb of time. The example: Did Dian study English yesterday? Well, so the last for WH question plus did plus subject plus verb 1. When Dian studied English, this is for the statement or example from W question. Well, I think all of you have